GM fam, welcome back to the Lattice Club. It is the Christmas week and everyone is asking one simple question. Where is the Santa Claus rally that I was promised? Where is it? Guys, you might actually get it, but you have to be very cautious. You have to be very conservative and you have to make sure that you're following proper risk management. In this video, 8 to 10 minutes long, I have laid everything down. All the charts, all the news events, and everything that can bring in volatility. What you need to do is just stay calm, watch the video. If you enjoy the video, press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's go. This is the situation in the market right now. A lot of altcoins are green and we're not used to see this, right? But is this the Santa rally? Is it happening? And why did it not happen last week? Obviously, it was not supposed to happen last week because we had events. We had the unemployment data, 4.6%, highest levels. Then we had the scam US CPI, where majority of the 17 out of 20 components were literally empty. And then you had the rate hike for Bank of Japan as well, which was a known information and now it's gone. Guys, we have some more data coming up today. And the data includes PCE, which was going to be coming last week, which was supposed to be coming last week, but it's going to come today. But again, it's going to be a scam PCE because 70% of the PCE data actually comes from the CPI itself, and CPI last week was a scam. Then you've got the GDP numbers coming out, and then you've got initial jobless claims, and then Merry Christmas, guys, and then Merry Christmas. Not big events like last week, which is why I expect the markets to, continue towards the upside a little bit, give that easy mode for the people to, actually feel happy. And that is what I'm thinking. But guys, when it comes to data, one very serious thing is happening in the US. People actually do a survey every single year and BLS conducts this survey, and BLS asks people whether they are happy with the data and all, financial data and all. But right now, the amount of people taking the survey has fallen to 64%, whereas it was 90% in 2012. So people don't even give a damn about these events and all of this information because they feel that everything is fake. And that is what happened with the CPI as well. So I'm not going to give a lot of, emphasis on this week's data. I'm just telling you that there is data coming out, but you need to be focusing on the charts. You need to be focusing on the proper risk management. And whenever there is data coming out, you need to make sure that you're properly hedged. That is a must. Okay. So not a lot of things coming out, but we know what's happening this week now. Coming to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is actually trying. Bitcoin is trying and Bitcoin is breaking out of a beautiful horizontal level as well as a trendline resistance. Now, will it continue or not? That's going to be decided in the US session. I'm going to talk about how important the US session is. But for now, I expect some kind of consolidation and then move towards the upside. If that happens, then I'm okay to take a long position at these prices. But if it comes down and breaks towards the downside, which can happen as well, I'm going to show you why it can happen, then it's an easy shot towards the 80K level, guys. Now, why do I believe that Bitcoin can go down? Because of the simple thing, because of the US session. Every single US session has been a proper sell event, right? If you see from 11 December, I'm going to just plot it on the chart. Every single US session has been around 4 to 5% dip, right? Here you go. Every single US session. Only Friday was one day when we did not see selling in the US session. Friday, the markets actually went towards the upside. And then what happens is we see a low volatility weekend wherein the price is literally chopping towards the sideways direction. And that is what happened. And now we are seeing Asian session pump the markets. But the most important session remains the US session, where if we get some more buying, then 100%. We are going to this Santa rally thing and you should be looking for long triggers. And if there is a lot of selling in the US session today, then you need to continue to short the markets like we are doing, right? We are in mixed kind of trades. I'm going to show you everything, guys, in the next part of the video. I've got trades, I've got Polymarket bets, literally everything, commodities, stocks, crypto. You have no idea how many things I've got. So why is Bitcoin dumping at 10 a.m. US time every single day? I talked about it. The Jane Street situation, wherein Jane Street, the largest high frequency, one of the largest high frequency trading firms, is literally selling every single day. And then they're throwing Bitcoin to the liquidity pockets and they're re-entering lower, right? They hold 2.5 bill worth of BlackRock's IBIT ETF shares. It's absolutely crazy how these institutions are, mocking us retail investors and also taking advantage of us. But it happens in the markets. You have to deal with this, to be honest with you. And obviously the Coinbase Premium Index is going towards the downside, which means that the US is actually selling BTC. US is actually pressurizing, the institutions are pressurizing BTC towards the downside, which might end if the US session is good. Look, Friday's US session was good. So if today's US session is good as well, then I will look towards, long triggers, and which I already talked about. First long trigger I want to look at is Bitcoin, which is some more consolidation here above the horizontal support and then move towards the upside. So that is going to be my first trigger, right? Now, moving ahead, guys. Also, do not believe in people who are talking about, Bitcoin going to 300K, 500K right now, because there is no divergence. There is no RSI divergence at the moment. And even if the RSI starts to go towards the upside, I am thinking more of a relief rally, because I am in the camp wherein I believe that Bitcoin is going to go towards the downside, towards the 60K, 65K level, and that is absolutely possible, because if you look at higher time frame structure for Bitcoin, you will see how Bitcoin has already broken the trend towards the downside. This trend has been going on since November 2022, when Bitcoin was $15,000, and Bitcoin has already broken that level. So I'm not going to be, believing in the moon boys who are talking about Bitcoin to 500K at next year. No, it's not happening. Now Bitcoin is going towards that underside retest of the EMA ribbons. Very important EMA ribbons. EMA ribbons have not been broken since this level, which is 19K, and now they've broken. And now Bitcoin is going to that underside retest, which can actually result in further downside price action towards that 60-65K level. So have to be very cautious. And you know what, guys, we are in this bear market situation wherein if you look, Google trend analysis sitting at the bottom. If you look at post per day, sitting at the bottom. If you look at Wikipedia crypto page views analysis, sitting at the bottom. If you look at fear and greed index, we are in extreme fear, we are in extreme anger right now. And not only this is like social analysis. If you see that the altcoin dominance has already crashed to the COVID crash level. It's already reached the COVID crash level. It's absolutely crazy. Don't want to look at the charts? Look at this. Saga end of support. So remember that Solana Saga phone that came out, 2 Saga phones came out. They have ended the support for it, which means that the bull market traps, all those bull market traps are actually over, and you can see it in front of you. All these things are telling you that we are in a situation of a bear market. And the most important chart right now to decide whether you want to be whether you will be in a bull market or a bear market is US dollar index. So if you look at Dixie on weekly time frame, you will see this very important trend line going towards the upside, and Dixie is actually taking a support here. And if Dixie breaks down, then you are going to go into a bull market, obviously for risk on assets. But if Dixie takes a support and moves towards the upside, then that is scary. That is very scary, and it's gonna push the prices towards the downside for risk on assets, including crypto, including all the beloved altcoins and stocks as well. Now guys, very important to understand that this is the main chart and this is the main chart for Bitcoin, which is the underside retest of the 100K level. People are going to tell you a lot of things. Do not listen to them. Focus on the data, guys. Focus on the data. All right. Now we are trading. Focus on the data. Focus on the numbers. I do not change this. You come here every 2 days to watch the video and my log remains the same. I am trading my log literally, and I will continue to trade my log. I'm going to log every single trade that I'm taking so that I'm transparent. I become like the most transparent thing, right? So you can actually trade with me, and that's what we are hoping for, right? And I am also trading on Bitfunded. I do not sell anything to people, but this is one thing that I encourage people to do, which is Bitfunded. The link is in the description. You can actually get funded. Now I am on stage 2 right now. You can see here I am on stage 2, and soon I'll be on stage 3, hopefully if I do not fail this. I've already have 1,300 minus negative $1,300 of realized profit, but I hope to clear this stage and go to the live account soon. I'm already funded in Forex, and now I want to be funded in crypto as well. Bitfunded remains one of the best ways, to be honest with you, until now. But guys, what are we trading? That is the main question, and it remains the main question because we are here for trading and we are here to treat it as a business. We're not gambling here. We are never gambling here. All right. So the first trade, gold. Gold. I gave this gold trade. I literally gave this gold trade on Discord. I gave this gold trade to everyone and I was like, guys, this is a proper triangle forming. I want to buy this thing and it will go towards the upside and it will also play a catch up to silver. Now it's moving towards the upside, but what is the re-entry? I'm taking some profits and I'm going to be taking re-entry over here at these levels, which is 4390 or 4380. 4380 is the level where I'm going to be taking some more gold exposure on leverage and then fly towards the upside. I believe it's going to keep going towards the upside, but might get a deviation towards the downside first, right? I'm taking the trade on Ostium. Now you can trade it on HyperLiquid, eToro, MT4, MT5 connected, wherever you want to. But please focus on this trade. It's a very important trade. Right now, precious metals are performing really good and you have to take advantage of it, guys, please. Coming to crypto, Solana is one of the charts that I'm looking at. Massive consolidation, 38 days long now, and it also gave a deviation towards the downside. So if you look, the price 123 is the main support and now it's actually given a deviation and consolidating. So what is the level? The level is pretty simple. Any taps towards that 120 level is a buy for me, right? If it breaks down and closes below, then that's going to be an invalidation for your long trigger. So Solana is a beautiful trade, and not only technicals, but Solana fundamentals are also looking good. Solana is set to surpass Ethereum in annual revenue for the first time in the history. Annual revenue. Now there is a reason why I tell people that I don't want to be in Ethereum in my spot portfolio as well, but I'd rather buy Solana is because of this. Because the chain is actually usable. People use it, people actually build businesses on it, and it is also making a lot of revenue, and for the first time it's going to make more revenue than Ethereum on annual revenue basis. It's absolutely crazy. So you need to be in the good things, right? According to Artemis data analyst, on-chain Sol USD trading volume has exceeded the combined spot Solana volume of Binance and Bybit for 3 consecutive months. So see, that is also good. On-chain Sol USD volume is going above the spot volume for combined Binance and Bybit. People are going on chain and Solana is the best way. Solana is the easiest way. So why not, right? Why not? Look at Solana ETF flows. Solana ETF flows, when the market has been dead, it has only had 2 negative days. 2 negative days, which means people actually want to buy Solana. So if people want to buy Solana, you have to be with the trend. And the trend says the price is sitting at the bottom right now. The price is actually sitting at the bottom right now. And you have good opportunity to be accumulating Solana with a proper invalidation plan, right? You need to be following my Twitter as well, guys, so that you get proper updates, because I make a video once in 2 days here on YouTube, but on Twitter, I'm active all day. You can ask questions, you can DM me, you can put it in the comment section here, your feedback as well, whatever you want. Next is something different. Let's go towards betting on Polymarket. So overall, number 3 in App Store. Number 3 in App Store is Kalshi now. So people are moving towards prediction markets. People are actually going towards this meta, and people want to trade these bets or whatever you want to call them. And I'm doing it as well. I gave this bet. Let it load. I gave this bet on 16th of December. I said the SpaceX ticker is going to be SPACs when the odds were like 20 to 22%, right? And I was like, okay, I'm not buying X because I believe Elon is going to save that for Twitter when it goes public. I'm not buying SEX because I believe board of directors will not allow it. And right now, if you actually look at the current odds, then SPACs is sitting at 38%. 38%. Which is absolutely amazing. So I am already making money on this thing, and you can be making money on this thing as well by literally betting on Polymarket, some of the bets. You can look at your own bets as well. I'm going to be doing some research today, but this is one of the easiest ones that I've got in front of me at the moment. Now, another crypto trade that I'm looking at is Uniswap. Now, this is a short position. Why? Because unification vote is going on right now. It's going to end in like 4 days, and already people have voted for, and it's still counting, but it's going to be accepted, it's going to be approved. A lot of votes have been towards the yes side, but in 4 days the markets are already pumping on this thing, unification. So in 4 days when the vote ends, this can be a sell the news event. Either the price comes towards the downside and I take a long trigger like this, or if the price keeps going towards the upside, I'm going to take a short position after the unification vote. But if price keeps consolidating, then I'm not taking a position. Then I'm going to take a long position itself. But if price moves towards the upside and keeps going up for the next 3 to 4 days, because of this unification vote which is happening, it can actually be a sell the news event, because now we know that the vote is going to be yes in the end, right? So it's a simple trade. It's a smart trade, guys. Make sure that you're following unification as well live, as well as this chart, and you can take the trade. Any questions, put it in the comment section and I'm going to answer it. Very easy, guys. It's not at all difficult, to be honest with you. Now, the next one I want to talk about is pump fun. The chart is loading. Here you go. Pump fun is the next trade I want to talk about. Now, it's fallen a lot. I think it's going to go towards the mean reversion, which is the next resistance, this one, and then it might come towards the downside. But it has only given one tap over here on lower time frame. I want to see another tap, and that's going to be the double bottom structure. So if we zoom in into the chart, if we actually go into, let's say, 8 hourly time frame, you can see how there is only one tap right now, right? There is only one tap at the moment, and I want to see another tap coming up here, somewhere here. So that's going to be a double bottom structure, and that can be a good long position. Now, obviously, the volume is declining. People are going towards prediction markets. There is a lawsuit against pump fund. The revenue is becoming less and less. The buybacks are becoming less and less as well, because revenue is decreasing. But pump fund still remains a good bet. If the lawsuit gets over quickly or soon, I would actually look to, accumulate this on spot as well. I don't mind accumulating it on spot if the price comes down and the lawsuit is over. Simple. Now, the last trade I want to talk about is HyperLiquid, guys. HyperLiquid is very similar to pump fund right now. It's loading. But what I'm seeing is HyperLiquid is going towards that resistance now. But I was expecting a double bottom. This is what I'm expecting. So one bottom is already done, and the second bottom is going to be a proper bottoming formation on HyperLiquid. Now, one thing I'm looking at on HyperLiquid is the whale. The whale, who was long 58 million, now is only long 13 million, 14 million, because he's liquidated. The whale is actually liquidated. The next liquidation is 21.4 something level, and that is also the level where I want to buy. So this whale fully getting liquidated and me buying HyperLiquid is the same level. Double bottom structure, and HyperLiquid is going to be a good trade. Now, guys, listen. You were like, oh, Kapoor, you're talking about this rally towards the upside and you're not giving a trade. I am. I gave you the Bitcoin trade, right? If the US session is actually good, there will be some kind of consolidation here, and you can actually look at a long trade. You can actually look at a long trade, because it's broken towards the upside of the trendline resistance of the horizontal and the EMA ribbons. So some more consolidation here, and then move towards the upside, towards the 100K level, actually. 100K level. Now, coming back to HyperLiquid, sorry, I just went towards Bitcoin for a bit. But yeah, there was this another FUD which was rolling out yesterday, that there is one address from HyperLiquid team who's constantly selling and shorting HyperLiquid. Now, HyperLiquid team has clarified that this address who is shorting HyperLiquid is an ex-employee whose contract was terminated in Q1 2024. So this individual is no longer associated with HyperLiquid Labs, and their actions do not reflect our team's standard or values. So HyperLiquid team said that we're not selling, we're not going to short. Obviously, we believe in the token long term, and we're going to keep buying. And the unlocks as well, the unlocks which are happening, they're actually restaking some of them. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing, right? So HyperLiquid remains a good, amazing bet in the long term, but in the short term, you have to wait for that double bottom structure. The double bottom structure coincides perfectly with the liquidation level of the whale as well, which is already partially liquidated. Now, another good tweet here. Now, yesterday, HyperLiquid was, or 19th of December, HyperLiquid was trading below the assistant fund's average entry. Now, this happened before as well, and that was the local bottom. If you look at the chart, this has happened before as well, wherein $13 was the entry. And look, the price went below and boom, towards the upside above $50. And now the price actually came back down, and since then it's pumping. But I believe it's going to come back and give you a nice entry, so don't worry about it. And that is it. Now, guys, you have the events. You have every single macro event in front of you. You know why I'm believing in this Santa rally. You know why I'm believing in the bear market as well. You know everything. You know the trades. I am being as transparent as I can with my logbook and my Polymarket trade or whatever there is. Guys, if you like the content, press the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Help the community grow. We are going towards 1,000 subscribers soon. And I'm gonna see you later, guys. Bye-bye.